Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I want to show you guys a dupe that I found for the Becca Luminous Perfecting Foundation. So this came out a couple of months ago. I don't know exactly when, but it is pretty new. I have been using this foundation for about 2 months now and I absolutely love it. I think that they put their luminous primer, backlighting primer, into the formula of this foundation, so it kind of gives you that beautiful luminous look to your foundation without being too shimmery or anything like that. But it does have a pretty high price point. This retails for $44 US, and with tax it is a bit more expensive than that. Even it gets closer to 50. So this is a pretty pricey foundation, but I love it. The only thing I do have to say about this foundation is I'm actually not the biggest fan of the packaging. Yes, it's cool that you kind of twist it, the little pump pusher comes up and then you can kind of pump some of the foundation into the dropper, but I feel like you really don't get much product in the dropper and I have to kind of re-dip back in a couple of times to get a good amount to put on the face. But other than that, I love the formula and the actual product itself. So I heard a couple months ago that L'Oreal was coming out with a glowy version of their Pro Matte Foundation formula, which everybody is obsessed with. I know that I was obsessed with it when it first came out. Right now, the one that I have is not my shade, but I did see a lot of negative reviews about the color selection that was coming out with their Pro Glow Foundation. But the other night when I went to Walgreens, they had the entire shade range in stock, so I was able to kind of see what color would match me the best. And the one that I picked up was shade 209. And when I held it up to my neck, it looked like it was gonna be a pretty good match because they do only have about 4 deeper, warmer shades. Most of them are pretty pale and light. So this one looked like it was going to match me pretty well, and if I needed to, I could lighten it up with some concealer. So I picked it up and I gave it a try, and I noticed that it was pretty much the exact same formula, consistency, appearance on the skin as the Becca foundation. I want to say, you guys, this is 100% a dupe for this Becca foundation. Even the color, 209 in the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow is exactly the same shade as Tan by Becca in the Luminous Perfecting Foundation. These two, exact same color. I do want to go ahead and let you know what the differences were, because it didn't have to do with the formula or anything like that. It had to do with products that went on top. So the first thing that I want to say is that the shade 209 did oxidize a tiny bit, making it slightly warmer in tone than the Becca one. The Becca foundation was slightly more luminous, but nothing too noticeable. Like, you move your head from side to side and they pretty much look exactly the same. This one just picked up the light a little bit more, but this one was equally as dewy. They both had the exact same amount of coverage, both buildable, and also when they dried, they both dried down very nicely to the skin and they were not tacky at all. The funniest part is actually, at the end of the day, I happen to prefer the L'Oreal foundation better, only because the products that I put on top of them, I did half my face L'Oreal, half my face Becca. The products that I put over top the foundation laid so much better on the L'Oreal side. When I put the products on, I did a powder bronzer, powder blush, powder highlight. They all kind of got a little bit muddy and heavy looking on this side of the skin, but on the L'Oreal side, they all blended out so smoothly, evenly, and effortlessly. I don't know why it clung to this foundation a little bit more, even though they both felt exactly the same amount of untackiness. They both dried down very well. I don't know why this one had a problem with products going on top of it. The last thing that I want to say is that I did take photos of myself after I did half and half, and the foundation looked identical in photos. It had zero difference. Both of the foundations did an amazing job of making my skin appear airbrushed in photos. It looked incredible. My skin just looked so smooth and healthy and radiant, and it didn't look oily or anything like that. It just looked very healthy, and it looked matte in the places that I set the skin, which was underneath my eyes where my concealer was, my forehead, my nose, and my chin. So those areas looked great. So that is all that I have to say for this video. I hope that you guys are excited that I found this dupe for you. If you end up trying it out, let me know what you guys found about the differences between the two foundations in the comments below, because I would love to see what your experience was. And if you guys have any other product recommendations that you want me to try out, then leave those in the comments as well, and I would love to check them out for you. Other than that, if you guys enjoyed this video, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos, and I will see you in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.